Top of the morning to you. This is Monday with Friday, preparing you for a better week ahead. Tipping has gone completely mad. Tipping used to be unheard of. You went to a restaurant, had your meal, paid the bill, and went home. You rode a taxi, paid the fare, got out, and went your way. You did a manicure or pedicure or any other kind of service, paid the bill, and went on with your life. Now, tipping is about to tip the boat over in a sea of beggy, grabby in your face prompt and demand for a tip misery that threatens to drown you, whether you are in America or Greece, a sit-down restaurant in Kingston, Jamaica, or a fast food pickup in Accra, Ghana. Tipping has gone completely out of control. Tips are also called gratuity. Although gratuity and gratuitous share the same root, the two words couldn't be more different. Now, gratuities, tips, have become grotesquely gratuitous. The fundamental thing is this. For gratuity to be exactly that, it cannot, should not, and ought not to be asked for, prompted, or worse, demanded. It's impolite to ask for a tip. It's distasteful to be presented with a payment slip, itemizing the goods, meals, or services for which you're being charged, the added taxes which some dare to even shamelessly call value-added tax, and then find a line rudely calling for tips. Some restaurants worsen the insult by adding a line for gratuity even after they have already automatically added an amount they call gratuity when your party exceeds 4 or 5 guests. Some boldly suggest percentage amounts. First, it used to be whatever you'd like, since of course gratuities or tips are supposedly voluntary. Then it became 10%. Then it sneaked up to 15%. Next, it skidded to 18%. Finally, it has slithered up to 22%, or even more in some cases. The inconvenience factor kicks in since some places make it plain that they don't accept gratuities in any form but cash. So you find yourself parting with that $10 bill when all they deserved, if anything at all, were the 2 single-dollar bills which you didn't have in your wallet. Even when you opt for restaurant takeout only, and all they've done is prepare the food and quite frequently omit some significant part of your order that you discover only after you've driven the 15 miles home, the bill with which you're presented includes a line screaming tips at you. On the counter of too many business places of all types are jars that stoutly tape tips. You ride a shuttle for the rental car you've already paid good money and airport taxes for, or a coach on a tour of some wonder of the world you've already busted your credit card or bank account to pay for, and you can't escape the sign at the front door right next to the driver saying, "Tips appreciated." Originally, tips were meant to be voluntary, offered only when the patron or buyer felt that she or he received service of a quality that demanded the servant be rewarded for going above and beyond what was expected. But when tips have clearly become an entitlement or an expectation for simply being served, then tips have become part of a person's payment, wages, or salary. And that is the disgusting and dishonest factor here. Employers must cut out this nonsense wherein customers practically pay twice for something they've bought in order to enable the employers to escape paying their employees properly once. In this dishonest and disgusting scheme, employers underpay their employees and then expect purchasers to bump it up with gratuities. Now, I do feel for the underpaid housekeeping staff in my hotel and the kid or single mother at my restaurant struggling to pay for college or feed her child, respectively. So, I pay a tip. But I no longer want to feel guilt when I refuse to pay a tip on the day I feel the service I received did not warrant it, or because I don't want to feel it placed on me as a demand, or when I believe the employer will underpay his staff, then drive home to his mansion in his Mercedes. We've got to do something about this, and whatever it is, requires targeting employers big and small. Any ideas? To all my American friends everywhere, as you celebrate Thanksgiving this week, May your gratitude lead to some gratuity. But let's conquer together the world's gratuitousness. I am Michael Friday, and your week just got better. Please tip me by liking this video, sharing it widely, and subscribing to my channel. I'll see you again next week. Happy Monday all the way to Friday.